Okay. Hi, Simone.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? Nice to see you too.
Well.
All right, today's topic is marine plants, so seaweed. Before I start the screen share, what materials are you working with today?
So I've got a little packet of watercolors that I'm trying out.
Oh, yeah.
I bought them overseas one time, so I don't know. They might just be. They're all in Japanese, so I can't tell if they're good quality or student paints. But I'm just going to play with them, and some of the playing I've done is quite nice. They've got quite good color vibrancy.
Yes.
Some pencils, some hard and soft pencils, and color pencils. So
Fantastic.
yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. Similar to what I'm working with, actually. So I've got my watercolors. I've got a little pink palette. I've got some leftover greens and blues from a project I was working on yesterday. And I've also got a few coloured pencils and some black Uni Pen, some waterproof like markers as well. I might use those for some outline, depending on how much time we've got. So
Yes.
I thought I haven't found a timer yet, but I'm still using my phone as a timer. And we can start with a few 2-minute ones and then gradually increase the time as we go. I've got 17 images, but we'll just choose the ones we want to do. We'll choose maybe 10. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
So I will share my screen now. And whoopsies, I'm already, there we go.
Very good. Nice.
Oh, sorry. Just need a little bit of practice removing this bottom thing. Okay, so this is my beginning. So today's a 45-minute drawing session, our art play date. This is still our little testy ones, the beginning of Coast Cards or art play date. Each time image is timed. So we can talk as we're doing it as well. You can have your camera on or your microphone on or off, or if you like. And if you do end up sharing to Instagram, so please use the hashtag Sam Ashley Art Club, and then we can support and encourage each other. Right? Yeah, that's just
write that down.
Beginning, and I suppose I should start sharing to that very soon too, because I still haven't been doing that. Anyway.
Yes, you must.
Yeah. All right. The first image is this gorgeous one. We can, what I might do is have a quick flick through, and we can have, because there are 17, I'll just go really fast. We can have a quick look at our images, a sneaky peek, and then we can sort of have an idea of which ones we might want to do, and maybe which ones we want to do for a 10-minute one. I really like this one. For a 10-minute one, possibly. Oh, that's really lovely too, some pressed seaweed. So all of these images I've put in a subfolder on my Pinterest in a folder called Coast Cards, and the subfolder is called Marine Plants. Okay. So and there we go. Yeah, so it's in my Pinterest.
Especially that last one.
Yeah, it's beautiful, that one, isn't it? Have you ever pressed seaweed?
No, I didn't know you could do it. It's a great idea.
It's beautiful. So there's...
Can you just do it in a flower press? In an ordinary flower press?
I've just done it with I actually just did it with ordinary paper. Now maybe I used watercolor paper to press it, and then I just had pieces of calico, so cloth, and then I put books on top. I don't have a flower press.
Right. Okay.
And it's worked really well. And then I've actually ended up with pieces that look just like this, and some, depending on what type of seaweed that you use as well. And then I've used the pressed seaweed to be like a stencil in a jelly plate print. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds cool.
Some really beautiful images. Some nice prints.
Ooh, I just thought you could put it in like a signer type.
Yes.
As well. Use seaweed and signer type.
Yes,
Oh, that'll be cool.
I've actually bought some of the cyanotype chemical stuff to do just that. I
Oh,
just haven't got around to it.
right. Yeah. Well, okay. Then I'll put my hand up and say, please, can you do us a demo?
Okay.
Add it to your list of content
I will.
ideas.
Yeah, thank you. I will. All right. Do we want to start with this one?
Sounds good. Yep.
A 2-minute drawing or painting?
Yes. Okay. It'll be
Okay.
interesting because I've never done a 2-minute watercolor of any or ever. So it's a bit like, oh, how do you do this?
Yeah, I think actually I'm going to use a size 12 brush, watercolor brush, because that will be quicker.
Oh, it's a bigger brush. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. And you're pouring watercolor paint from, you're using wet
tubes.
paint, not dried as in the dried pans?
Correct. Yeah, little tubes. I've just squeezed a bit out and I've added a bit of water and I'm just hoping that will work.
Yeah.
But we'll just see.
That might be an easier way to use watercolor when you're doing it fast, because sometimes, like actually I might spray mine again. Here it is. Because mine are quite dry, and trying to get the colors out really quickly can take a while.
Yep.
And I won't need to spray the pink ones because I just poured those yesterday. All right.
And I've got a big dinner plate that I've got all old watercolors on it. They're still there from my last efforts ages ago. So I've just dripped a bit of water on it and they're sort of all blurring into each other. But I think it's quite cool because it's going to make them, I'm going to get colors already mixing that I don't even, it's doing itself sort of thing,
Yes.
because all the colors are blurring into each other. Yeah.
Yep. I love that about watercolor paint, actually. You have an element of control and then you don't. Also, before we start, I just want to say that I have the fire notifications on. So that hopefully will come through the timer. So
Yep.
I'm
just sure it will. Yeah.
paying attention to the bushfire notifications. Okay. So 2 minutes. Goodness, where do I even start? I will put the timer. Yes. I'll put it here. Oh, no, I won't, because it's going to be reflect. I'm just going to put it off so you can't see it. And I'm just going to wet my brush to start with and get some off. Yeah. Okay, so it's damp. I've got a damp brush ready to go. And are you ready?
I am. Yep.
And start. Yikes. Okay. So I'm just looking to put in the blocks of main color at the moment. Well, we're using way too much water. I am. And possibly it's going to be a little bit abstract.
Oh, yeah, mine's going to be very abstract for 2 minutes.
First one's always really tricky. It's like, oh, and the pressure, it's like, oh, just relax.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I think I've gone way
too good. It makes it fun. It makes it fun because it's unpredictable. And
yeah. So 1 minute 13. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the effects are interesting, aren't they?
They are. Pale blue.
Oh, sometimes the colors are a bit unexpected. 48 seconds.
Mine's just too much water. Yeah.
It's definitely better. I'm realizing it's definitely better if you've got your paper taped down onto a board.
Yes.
I wasn't really prepared this morning for that. 19 seconds. Oh. Mine doesn't look anything like seaweed.
No.
4. This might be something, and that's dismiss. Okay, so that's the first one.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I'm thinking of mine as being like the background that later on you go and draw your drawing in, like you find tip pens over the top of, or
Yeah.
Posca pens or something.
Yeah, I
like the idea of
too.
your waterproof pens. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, they're just
You know, you
a
get
uni.
waterproof.
What are they? If I can put them up to here, maybe. I don't know if you can see that or not. A Uni Pin. Can you see that?
Oh, cute.
They're tiny.
I can a little bit. Yeah, yeah. But you could type it in the chat, maybe.
Oh, I will. I will. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
With your supplies or something.
I'll send it.
Yeah.
I'll link it later. I'll put it in the description later.
Yep.
Okay, so this is what I'm using. I'm just using a journal that I've made for myself. Like it's just a upcycled.
Yes, yes.
This book, and I've made it like a traveler's journal.
Journal, yep.
Journal, so that I can easily just, and I haven't stitched my pages, my pamphlets together yet, so that I can pull out pages. So that's, I'm just using that, and it's watercolor. Actually, I think it's mixed media paper. Anyway, all right. But I'll do it on this. The next one, I'll do it on this side. So we'll stick to 2 minutes for this next one, and oh yeah, nice blue, pink. I meant to say pink, but I was looking at the blue water.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. My water's pretty good. Yeah.
I'm just going to move these over a little bit. Okay. Wow. Okay. Are we ready? Yikes.
Yep. Go for it.
Go. Yeah, I definitely think I'm making this up.
That's okay. Artistic license.
That's right. Oh, so good to paint. I don't ever want to be without art supplies.
Don't want to what, sorry?
I don't ever want to be without my art supplies. They're really,
it's
been a very stressful week here with all the bushfires, and it's the only thing that's been able to ground me. I've been very scattered and very stressed. Oh, that's not the pink. 58.
It's amazing what art can do.
Yeah.
For you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
I just couldn't I couldn't self-soothe yesterday. I was way too much. I was
and I guess if there's smoke and stuff outside, you can't even go out for a walk really, because it's too smoky and smoggy, and it's unpleasant to be outside.
It was revolting. Even the dogs smelt like, even cedar smelt like smoke. Everything just invades everything. There was ash falling.
Wow.
Sky.
Yeah, that's frightening.
It's very triggering. 10 seconds. Oh no.
I love this one. These colours are lovely.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to stop. That's really nice.
Definitely doing artistic license here. I'm putting all sorts of colours in. Oh, it's fun.
Good. I'm going to put this one over somewhere to dry. And
time's up, is it?
Oh yeah, sorry, time's up. I'm just gonna sorry. Grab a tissue. That's something that I didn't have, just because I don't want to.
Interesting.
Move it. Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Do you mind if we skip this one? I've actually, oh no, let's do it.
Yep.
Do you want to do this?
Up to you.
I might skip it because I've actually done this one, so I feel like I'm cheating a little bit.
Okay, sure. cool. I think that would be cool with all those little patterns in the background. I really like that one.
Yeah.
Have you done this one?
No, I haven't done this one. 3 minutes. Do we want to make this one 3 minutes?
Yep, let's do that.
Okay. Okay. All right, ready?
Yep.
And go.
Okay.
Let's start with burnt umber. Oh. Yeah, I think the patterns might be good to do over the top after when it's dried.
Yes. Yes.
Using a different color here. It's down here. It's here. I was looking at different music to play. Just trying to find how to put music in the background. This was before the fires came, and then I got interrupted, and I didn't get anything else done other than get ready to evacuate. But yeah, I think if I'm going to do this properly, I think I'm going to pay for something like an endemic sound.
Oh, yeah.
I think I should have got in the background first there. Sorry, talking to myself about.
No, that's all good. Totally fine.
There's so much to think about when you think there's a lot to learn. Like, and how do you put sound in the background?
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting. You'll learn so much. It's so good for your brain.
Yeah, it is.
If you don't explode, you know, like if you.
Gosh, I think I should have done the background first before I went in with my the layers over the top. Might like to redo this one actually. I think I'm just going to put one sort of color in the background. Maybe.
I'm doing it. I've done sort of basic outlines of those big frondy things, and I'm going in with the background with a pencil. Just.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Something in there.
Yep. So if I was doing this, sorry.
Yep. I was just going to say, and sometimes when I bump into the paint, the pencil pulls the paint across, which is cool as well. What were you saying?
No way was that 3 minutes.
Oh, already?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Can we cheat?
No, that's good. Okay. I think it's good. The limitations are good. Yeah.
All right. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Well, that's a good lesson there. That was background. No, I like your way. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Next one. Oh, I can't see my thing. Okay, there we go. Zeta just came in. Oh, this is a nice one.
That is nice. Yes.
It's a different layout.
Very, yeah.
My water's dirty. 3 minutes?
Mine's terrible with it. That's all right. It's a nice, my water's a bluey grey. It's just the right colour for that.
Good. Yeah, good. I might actually start with pencil first. I'm going to experiment with some pencil, coloured pencil. And
good idea.
Then I might do the watercolour. I'll do the detail with the pencil first. Let's see if that works.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to try that too.
Pencil sharpener would be handy.
I've got one. I've got spare. Do you want one?
Oh, thank you. I learned a thing about sharpening pencils the other day. I bought some the Prismacolors, and they're really quite soft. I've got the Caran d'Ache here. I tell you what, if you're ever going to buy any pencils, if you're going to buy the Caran d'Ache, are so good for layering over the top. I really, really like them, and I also really
like. What was it called again, sir?
They're called Caran d'Ache Luminance. I don't know if you can see.
Right. Okay.
Oh wait.
Nice.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Okay.
Great.
Again, that's something to write down in your supplies.
I will. Yeah. Okay, in the supplies. Thank you. Yeah, these are really good. Oh, they layer really nicely, and so do the Prismacolors are really soft. They're beautiful, but the leads, not on the Caran d'Ache, but on the Prismacolors, the leads break really easily. So the trick is to hold the pencil still and move the sharpener around.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'd never done it like that before. I'd always held the sharpener still and moved the pencil.
Less pressure. Yeah, puts less pressure on it or something.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I learned that. Okay.
Never stop learning.
Oh, I love that about art or life, really, isn't it? Life.
Yeah.
Minutes.
Yes, but art is normally fun things and not pressury, whereas life can be, the life lessons you learn can be a bit heavy sometimes.
Yeah. Too heavy.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Go.
No.
They look like little frogs' legs, kind of.
Yeah. They're cool.
Yeah, they are cool. 2 minutes 21
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if that's annoying saying that or not. I just
No, it's good. Yeah, it's good. Gives me an idea. Otherwise, you get completely caught by surprise because you prioritize.
Yes.
As the time gets shorter.
Yeah. Oh, no, I've got a black one here somewhere. 1 minute 44. One minute 24. Well, that's got to be a good limit. Gosh, I need to practice my drawing, that's for sure. And everything. Everything.
Yeah. Well, good. That's what we're doing, aren't we? This is definitely a good practice.
Yeah.
And you might end up discovering some cool new technique that you didn't know about before because you're doing something that's so out of your normal comfort zone and all that.
It feels like everything's out of my comfort zone this morning.
Yeah.
$14. 6. Oh, time's up.
Okay.
I know. Oh, I don't like that one.
Well.
Oh well.
You never know. turn into something else good down the track. You never know.
Yeah. Yep.
Like the background, like the first layer, you know.
Yep. Yep. Definitely.
Mm.
Right. I wonder if no,
Have
there's
you seen Betty Frank's art? Have
no,
you seen Betty Frank's?
no.
She's an American lady, and she does these great big paintings and small ones too, and it's all totally abstract, and it's all, her inspiration is fields of flowers, and I think she comes from Croatia or somewhere like that, and she periodically goes back home to visit, and so she gets this really interesting, it's got a really interesting perspective because she's got this European influence in happening, and so they're just amazing. But her first layers are like total scrambles, and like she's got these great big huge canvases, and she uses big black crayons, and you sort of think, how on earth does it start like that and end up like this beautiful abstract floral painting? And it's just really interesting, all those in between layers. And I think a lot of it is like getting rid of the white canvas, you know, because it can be a bit overwhelming and thinking, oh, I've got to fill up that whole space. But at the same time, all those early layers peek through. I love how all those, you know, and they like that they become the darks and the shadows in the later layers, you know, all of that. And so we can look at these paintings as being underpaintings too, you know, like they're
something else.
You know,
good point. You can always, and that's the beauty of art. I don't know how this relates to life. I'm sure I always try to find things that happen in art to help me understand something that's happening in life. Like it's like you can work out your problems in your art, like work out your life problems through your art with different layers and stuff. Forgotten what I was going to say.
For sure. Yeah, that's right. It's true. Yeah, and things from before, from the past, peek through and affect you and create the shadows in your day-to-day life. But I know. It's like the different layers. You can always paint over something, and you can always change it. You can. That's right. Yeah.
What's our next picture? Let's have a quick look. This is a 4-minute one at least, or maybe 5. Are you ready for a 5-minute? Yeah?
Yes. I'm just going to get a different book because it's wet.
5-minute. I don't know. I don't know about the drawing first and then the painting.
Well, I drew with my colour pencils rather than with a lead pencil. So you're adding colour, and in fact, if you did watercolour pencils, that's what I should have got. Watercolour pencils, and then when you paint, you know, they add structure, but they become part of the colour as well. So
that would have been very good. Actually, I really want to go and get my watercolour pencils. Except I
think mine are not.
Packed them ready to go in case there's a fire.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think I'm just going to be living out of a box and a suitcase all summer.
Well, as long as you've got all those most important things close by.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to stick with watercolor for a bit and do pencil over the top afterwards, I think. Mind you, I've got quite a few pencil over the top afterwards to finish from other sessions I've done.
That's right. So maybe what we need to do is next time or another time we come back with a bunch of paintings that are already done.
Yeah.
And even if and they can use them as backgrounds maybe for other things. It doesn't even have to be the same photos even. I mean, you can just use them however you wanted. So, or use them and put collage on top, or I don't know.
Or we could even do the same thing again, even with time. So if you, for example, with a different medium. So for example, if I was going to do 5 minutes of watercolor on this today, maybe next time it's 5 minutes of colored pencil layering over the top.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So you could sort of get your background stuff in first, like your background colors and the your tonal values and everything.
And to point also another thing, in one 45-minute session, say you did 2 2-minutes and a 3-minute and a 5-minute, which is like 15 minutes worth. Then you
Yeah.
have a gap and do something else, and then come at the end of it, come back and do the pencils because it might be dry by then. Or
Yeah.
maybe we have a little break where we stop and we hair dry it
Yep.
and then come back or
Yep.
something.
That sounds good.
And then you can do it in the one session rather than having it a week apart when your inspiration is changed and different and you're coming from a different perspective.
That is very good. I really like that idea because you're right. My inspiration changes all the time. So yeah, it's like I'm not interested in those ones I've already done now. I just want to keep moving.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It takes a lot of discipline to stick at it. I agree. Yeah, it's hard.
It does. And then you get things
and
like
art is supposed to be, like helpful and all the rest of it. If it becomes a job because you've got to work, you've got to stick at it. That takes away some of the reason why you do it in the first place. Because you love it, Yeah.
Yes.
Unless you're really dedicated and you really want to do it, and that's totally fine, of course.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting. It's interesting changing over from having art as a totally personal, medicine to how can I turn this into some sort of business? Like it's stiff. Yeah, haven't found balance there yet. I haven't found a way. Yeah. Haven't. Yeah, I will get there.
Yeah. I think we're all trying to. I'm still trying too. It's tricky. So other people have done it, so we can too. So
right. That's right. All right. 5 minutes. Ready?
All right. Yep. Go for it.
Go. Whoops. Go. Actually.
I don't know about other people, but I sort of draw with paint. Like, I don't know how other people draw. How other people paint, but I feel like I'm just drawing with a paintbrush.
I think that's okay. I think it depends what you're like. When I'm doing oil paint, I put down, like, I like to draw in I draw in first. Like I draw the composition and just lightly, with paint.
Right. Okay.
Missed something here. Other people don't though. Other people just like put down dabs of color and they kind of all together.
Join together.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I love seeing how other people do that, but I don't paint that way. I'm quite probably, I suppose I'm quite tight with the way that I paint.
I see. Gotcha.
I like painting like that.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd like
that's the whole point, isn't it?
Yeah. I do want to practice the other way. I think I'm gonna miss this seaweed thing altogether. Unless I'm not very good at this timed thing, I don't think.
Just because you've got to make a bunch of decisions in a hurry and
yeah.
So how much watercolor would you do? Like if you think about what percentage of
I go through.
your art practice would be watercolor as compared to, I don't know, acrylics or something?
Well, I go through little phases. Actually, I have crushes on things because I
Yep.
find for me watercolor is nice in sketchbooks and
Yep.
um, and for things like this, or for taking
Yep.
out as a study out, like if you're
Yep.
going out plein air painting, watercolor's easier to take out than oils.
For sure.
And because I'm still working, I find I'm finding that watercolor's quicker. It's quicker, it's
Oh
easier.
yeah.
You have it set up, you don't have to pour, you don't have to. I don't like acrylics very much because
Oh, don't you? Oh,
no,
okay.
they dry so fast and I can't manipulate them how I want them to. And I can't,
Mm,
you've got to
okay.
kind of use, I don't know. I don't like them.
Interesting, because I like them because they dry so fast.
Yeah.
Because it means that that layer is done and then you can get on to the next layer. Whereas this I find frustrating because you've got to let it sit and
Yeah.
it's got to takes its
Oh,
own time and you're not in charge so much of it, sort of. So
yeah.
interesting.
Time's up.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I know.
Well, mine doesn't look I thought 5 minutes was a lot longer than that.
So did I. Maybe. So did I.
That's okay.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not getting very far this morning, but actually, given the week that I've had, I think I'm doing okay.
Given the week that you've had, yeah, definitely. You're doing great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do the fishies. I'll have to go
Oh,
back with
did
pencil and do the fishies.
I? Yeah. Eventually,
They're definitely the
I'll put a blog post up, although I might not publish it for a little while. I'll put this in a blog post on my Substack and I will link this PowerPoint as a PDF so that you can download it as well. Otherwise, the images will be in that Pinterest folder. If we
Okay,
don't get
all right.
around to this later,
Mhm.
not today anyway, but yeah.
Very good. Oh, that's a nice one.
It is. 5 minutes? Or
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
okay.
it.
Might be soon time to clean the water. All right. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Here's different pinks. Hey, Seeds. Seed has just come in. What's this one? Oh, this one's too pink.
She seems more happy today. She seems to have
She
relaxed a bit
does.
with the not so much smoke and stuff in the air.
Yeah. Oh, all the animals. There were so many birds in my backyard.
Oh, interesting. Coming to safety to you, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and my road where we normally walk down. I mean, occasionally I see deer, but they're usually way off they're not too close
Wow.
to me. The other
Yep.
morning, the big fire day, there was a deer like literally beside us walking.
Wow.
It ended up running away, but
Goodness.
walking with us.
Yeah. And how big are they?
It was like it was big. I'm
Is it as
surprised.
tall as a horse?
Um, yeah, stockier, a bit stockier than a horse.
Yep.
Not quite as tall as a horse.
No. Interesting.
Yeah. This morning we had two horses walking alongside us, but they were on the other side of the fence. This deer was like,
Yeah.
the animals know. They sort of freak out.
Yeah, for sure. That's our dog barking. We've got a black and white border collie.
Oh, beautiful. What's his name?
She's called Matilda.
Matilda, beautiful. I love dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, she's I have to get Joey to put her out because she's still in a overnight accommodation.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now.
2 minutes
Good one.
54.
Okay, I might have enough time. Good. Yeah, it's interesting getting used to the different time frames.
Yeah.
It's good, actually. I like it. It makes it changes it up, makes it interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. It is good to have different timings.
Especially because I remember like how it went last week with all the well, they were all 2-minute ones, so it was a different sort of feel to the what you produce, you know.
Yep. Yeah. It's I have to practice talking and painting.
Yes, that's because it's the left side of your brain, etc., isn't it? That thing where you're painting is a right side thing and talking is a left hand side.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they always said was the thing that you know when a person goes off into right side of the brain because they just stop talking.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do it quite often when I'm painting.
Mm.
When I was
But I
teaching.
think that's totally normal.
Yeah. It's such a zone you can get yourself into.
Mm.
I love it.
Mm. Oh, this is cool. I love this one.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Like I don't know if it looks anything like that picture, but it's fun and I love the colors and I love the pencil, like the thin lines with the thick lines, you know, like to me that's
Yeah. A lot of contrast.
contrast, yeah, but it's just nice. I don't know what to.
I wonder if you could make a surface pattern design out of this.
Oh, you definitely could. That would make you could just take that exact picture and repeat it multiple times and make a pattern. You could.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Absolutely great. But that was someone else's photo, of course, so I couldn't do
Yeah.
it.
No, but I've got photos like this of seaweed that I've pressed that you could.
Oh, I see. With a completely white background like that? How?
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
25 seconds. What?
Okey-doke.
To me, honestly, actually, I don't think 5 minutes is feeling any different to 2 minutes.
That's cool.
I'm just going to ignore that for like a minute. Okay. Okay. Oops. Oops. Time's up.
Actually, I saw a cool very good. I saw a cool video the other day. Oh, I think I sort of wrecked it, but anyway, at the last minute. Never mind. I saw a cool video which showed how you take if you've got a drawing, like say we took a photo of your painting
Yep.
and you put it online on the Procreate, how to remove all the background away. So you've just got your drawing left. So then you definitely could use it to make patterns and stuff.
Yeah. You can do background remove in Canva.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Okay, I should try
pretty
that.
good. I mean, I haven't had that
Mm.
much experience with Photoshop, but I have used the Canva one a lot. And occasionally it'll take out more or not enough, but there is a tool that you can minimize and go in. So you can do it.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day, well, that's the Canva for Education one that I use.
Yes, righto.
You know, I was thinking, well, if I decided one day to not be a teacher, which I don't think I'll ever do that because sometimes I really like teaching, but I would pay for that. It's worth, yeah, it's worth paying for the Canva.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just cleaning my desk a little bit. It's not cleaning very much. But anyway, okay. Just seeing which ones are dried. Are they dry enough to? Yeah, they're dry enough to paint on the
Yeah,
back.
that's right.
They're just journal pages. Oh, it's come through. Wonder if you can. Oh well,
What is it?
the
It's come
paint
from the back. Yeah.
come through the back.
No worries. Yeah.
Oh well, never mind. That's right.
It just adds a bit of extra texture. And yes.
Does okay. Ooh. Oh, how am I going to move this one? Okay, I've got there's a little thing like a toolbar thing. I wonder how I remove that so I can see the. Because some are. Oh no, it's all right. I'm just going to put it up the top. This is the one I really want to do. 5 minutes.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, how am I going to do this?
Mm.
Oh well, I'm just going to start.
Yeah, just dive in.
See how it goes as it goes.
Yep. I'm totally inexperienced with watercolor, so I'm just, making it up as I go along.
Yeah, good. Me too. Me too. I'm going to come back in later and draw over the top. So I think my focus for this 5 minute one, for this drawing here, is just put down the background, what I think. I'm not going to put the foreground, the little seed, the little roundish. I'm not going to put that in, I don't think. Yep, that's what I'm going to try and do. Okay, where's the thing? Here it is. Ready?
Oh, sorry, I already started.
Oh, okay, come on. Oh,
sorry.
Sorry. I pressed the wrong one. Okay, go.
I've had nearly a minute. Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry.
So cheating.
That's okay. We're still in the practice learning phase.
Yeah.
I don't use watercolor traditionally anyway.
Mm.
Do you follow any illustrators on Instagram or anything like that?
Yeah, but most of them more illustrative. Like they're more like with gouache or something, like it's a bit more like Mel Armstrong. I don't know if you've seen her, but I'm doing a course with her at the moment. It's about surface pattern design, but she's a painter as well. And she turns her designs into her fabrics and stuff. And yeah, I really like the way she does hers as well. But yeah, it's mostly more like in gouache or I haven't really done a lot of watercolor, even learning about it really. So that's okay. I think it's good for you to, like you say, certain amount of stepping out of your comfort zone is important. Otherwise you get stuck and you get bored and getting a bit of a rut, and it's amazing what doing something a little bit different gives you inspiration in totally different areas that you didn't expect, like I don't know, just like for instance, these my watercolors on my palette are all mixing into such murky colors, but I actually quite like them. Whereas a lot of things I do, I'm a very bright colored person, so this is showing me that all of those sort of in between slight tones of gray and blue and yellow are really make these really interesting browny colors that I would never have just deliberately picked myself, you know.
Yeah, nice.
What's serendipitous is what's that the word, you know?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep, by chance.
yeah. Happy accident, they call it. Or...
Yeah. 1 minute 54.
Blue. I don't have very many blues in this kit. That's the one thing I've noticed. I don't have that nice pale blue. I've only got like I think it's an aquamarine or something. So that's a little slight challenge.
Yeah, actually.
There we go. I've made something that's sort of a bit more bright colour.
My painting just looks like a murk of colour, doesn't it? There's no detail in it whatsoever. $28 seconds.
Okay.
28 seconds. And that's it. Time's up.
Oh, goodness. Oh well.
Yeah, I literally just got the background color in and just I really love mixing, like trying to match the color. I haven't matched the colors very well, but looking at what colors can you see, like what is the color of that water? Like you think it's blue,
Yeah.
but actually is it really? Like there's a
There's a lot of green in it. Yeah.
yeah. And the reflections, like how do you, it's almost, they're really pale. In the middle part's really pale. So
yeah, I should have just left it white. I think I should have. I've made mine sort of a grey green color, but just yeah. I sort of don't care about colors so much. I sort of get more the shapes and the structures.
Yeah.
And I think the colors are just a way to get the shapes and whatever. So for me, what stands out is that sort of hard line of rock across the top, and then the white almost disappearing in the middle, and then the bright yellow with a line, very strong line. So for me, it's all about lines.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
And so I don't care if the colors aren't super matchy. To me, that's as long as I can get, just a different approach, really. Whereas you are really, you know, the colors are important to you. So
yeah,
maybe, but
I love the colors. When I go back in with the pencil over the top, that's when I'll look more at the line, but I still want to match the colors.
Yep.
I know I probably haven't done a dark enough background because those beautiful, the seaweed fronds, like where the lines are really bright, golden, almost like a really warm yellow. I don't think my background's dark enough. Yeah, it's all part of the learning process. And the more that you use your paints as well and mix the colors together to know, well, how can I make that really dark? Because I don't have black. I've got Payne's grey and I've got indigo. And I've got Indian throne.
And putting red and green together will give you a nice dark color. Oftentimes black is too flat as well. It's much better to be able to make a black out of other colors, I find.
Yeah.
And it might be something that reads as black, even if it's actually not a black.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've been mixing Payne's blue-grey with Van Dyke brown, or I've got Quin burnt orange. So basically browns with
Yes.
like a
With the
dark
reddy
blue
colour,
with
yeah.
browny orangey colour to get a darker colour. But
Yep.
yeah, red and the green. I might try that for the next one. Okay, so the next lots of greens. Happy with this one or skip this one? I'll show you what
I like this one.
you like this one.
Is my colours. I love those greeny blues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. All right. 5 minutes, 3 minutes.
Whatever, I don't mind.
We'll stick with 5. I'm finding maybe I just paint slower in the 5-minute one. I know sometimes the 2 minutes I might even be better. But
we're going to do enough of them to figure out what ones would be good.
Yeah, true. I'll keep it on 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Go. Actually, I'll go in here. I'm not going to think, I'm just going to do it.
Yep, that's right. I think that's good. I love doing the contour drawings, you know, where you don't actually look, and that, you know, speeds things up and you get these really interesting shapes. Because you're really trying to think and get it right. It's almost too tight and perfect. And
and they help build your hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, right. Okay. I did this cool thing with who was it? Judy Woods. She's a New Zealand painter.
Yeah.
And she does a lot of abstracts and stuff, but she has this free I think it starts this little mini course, and what she does is she has all these different layers of and things that you do. One thing you do first, and then you do the next layer and the next layer. And it includes collage and different things. And I was like, oh, collage, yeah. But anyway, it worked out really quite cool. And actually, it's one of the paintings I sold at one of my markets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it worked out quite well. But she does this thing where she does black. She does it. So you got a white canvas, and she paints it all black, and then she scratches back into it so the white comes through.
Oh yeah.
And then she puts a line across it and does the top half is white and scratches through it so the black comes through.
Yeah.
And then she does this thing where she does this big masking tape line around the outside, and inside that masking tape line, which is all random, she puts different color inks. And then on top of that, when that's dry, then you do a contour drawing of something or other, and you paint that all in white.
Wow.
Anyway, and then there's all these layers, and then she puts collage on top, and it's like so cool, all these really interesting layers, and it turns out so different than what I ever expected. And I just loved it. It just worked really. I was really impressed.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, just reminded me about all this contour drawing thing. That was I really liked.
So have you heard of there's 2 people I'm thinking of that you may like, you may already know of them. Tracy Vertigo, who has a course like Paint Mojo. She paints in a similar sort of way. And Flora Bowley.
No, never heard of either of them.
They're both beautiful, lots of colour, quite spiritual as well. I think they are a bit of a spiritual thing, like just yeah, they're really beautiful, and lots of different layers, and using like painting over and then scratching back and then letting the bit of the background show through. 1 minute.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it sounds like you might like both of those people.
Mm. Well, I'll have to look them up. There's so many, really, you know, to
There really are. I'm
inspired by.
Yeah, I'm really inspired by illustration at the moment, like children's book illustration. I think Sophie might be as well. Like
Yes.
just because of this sort of stuff, they do a lot of this, the timed drawing things and making like putting narratives. Like I suppose that's what children's book illustration is the narratives. I'm painting
Yes. Yeah, I love doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. 24 seconds. Yeah, I like illustration because you can kind of you can paint anything or draw or sketch. It's fast and it's different to my style. I like the slow sort of painting. But illustrators can really do anything.
Yeah. Well, as long as you can get a creature that sort of looks like semi-human or, you know, like a person, then I've always been terrified of doing people, to be honest.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm not good at that. I'm no good at that. No good at that. But, you know, I don't know. It's something I think it's, you know, if you do this 100-day challenge or something, you should do. I feel like I should do a people one so that I get over that fear, because I'm silly. If I can draw other things, I can draw people. What's the difference? It's just, you know, shapes. And
that's right.
Anything else. Really.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
He knows he can. Is time up, is it?
Yep, time's up.
Oh, okay. All right.
And the other thing about painting is sometimes you do something like I know I'll come back to these later and I'll go, oh yeah, I can see how I can improve this, or that's not as bad as I'm thinking.
That's right. Yeah. Just give it a bit of time.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, actually, that's quite cool. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
You get too close to them. You're too close, and you can't. Yeah.
If you look at the pictures like away from hang on. So if you look
I like them though.
Yeah, if you look at them away from the actual reference photo, they don't look too bad.
No, that's right. Yeah. Yep.
Could be anything.
Well, mine are a bit. Yeah.
It's such good therapy.
You can see. I like that pinky one.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Wow.
But this one is a bit like one there is a bit like, what is that? You know, like you can't tell because I'm still learning how watercolor works and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And this is the one I just did. We did the one we just did. So it's like very dark and not much light in it, but
wow.
I'm dividing my paper up into little bits to sort of fit more on. And I think if it's smaller, you can go quicker.
So you're working in approximately A5 size. Have you got an A4 book and then you've divided it in half? Mine's a bit smaller than that, but yeah, you're right. It's good to see how other people do things. I really like it. At the end, we'll have a share, and I'll stop screen sharing, and we'll have a little share so we can see what we've both done. I can definitely see the benefit of having a place to upload all of this privately so that the people in the group can see. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Can you do that on Substack?
Pardon?
Can you do that on Substack? Could you do that on Substack?
Yeah, you can if you've got a paid, like when I turn on paid subscriptions, and so it's similar to Patreon but then I think I'd still need, I don't know if you can. So a lot of people have Discord as well. So rather than having Facebook groups now, because Facebook, I was listening to a podcast from, who was it? Art Juice or Art Wank? Sorry, excuse my language.
Oh, yeah, Art Juice. Art Juice. Yeah.
And there's two that I listened to, and I can't remember which one it was I was listening to last night. And there's Alice Sheridan and
Yeah, that's art juice. And
Yeah,
Louise
art juice.
Fletcher. I love Louise
Louise Fletcher.
Fletcher. Yeah,
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 yeah.
I've done her free course as well. I love it. It was great.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't. I started and then I just thought, no, it was distracting me away from what I was doing. And I thought I have to focus on my own thing at the moment.
Mm.
I didn't finish going through with it. I signed up and
Oh,
then
I made these really cool abstracty things. They're like totally like wild. And I thought, wow, they're so cool. Something I've never done before. It's like, you can't do things like that. It's just not proper art. It's not, like, it's like I have this thing about representational. If real art is representational, but it just totally isn't. And yeah.
Mm.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, Alice was saying that she's got a Facebook group and then Facebook just banned her from her own group or something.
What?
Yeah, and that she said it's happened before as well, or there's something like that, and it does happen to a lot of people. She said what you need to do if you've got a Facebook group is to make someone else an admin. So say if I had a group and you could be my admin, then you could then let me, you wouldn't have to do anything. Like if that's, I don't really want a Facebook group
but
anymore.
In an emergency,
yeah,
in an emergency, I could get you back in again, sort of thing. Yeah,
as an admin, and then eventually.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah. So if you ever have a Facebook group, choose someone to be an admin for you. They don't have to do anything. If if they don't want to do anything, they don't have to do anything. But then eventually, they can let you back in if you get locked out or something. But I don't know if Discord does that. But I like Discord. I think more people are moving over to that platform for community groups.
Right. Let's look into it.
And therefore, you if I had a Discord, for example, then you could post your photos of what you've done today, and we could both see each other's photos, and they'd be there. And you could also, I think, you can have video chats in Discord, and you can have voice things as well as text and photos, and it's all free.
Right.
So
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until Facebook buys it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It becomes a meta. Another meta app.
Yeah, bloody hell. Oh goodness, I shouldn't say that.
Oh, that's a cool one. Oh, I like that. Look, that's like a cyanotype color.
It is very nice. Wait, how many have we done? 4, 6. We've done 8. So really 2 more.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably will have to not go for too much longer because I should go into town later today.
Yep. I've got appointments coming up too, so that's all good.
Okay, cool. 5 minutes.
This is our last one. Is this our last one, or we've got 2 more to go?
We've got, hang on, how many did I say? I think we've done 8, haven't we? 4, 6, 8. Let's do, this will be our second last one. And then I'll pick, well, actually, hang on, let's have a look. There's this one. There's that's pretty. So they're the ones, I think that's, So we've got 2 to choose from out of all of these. Which ones would you like to do?
Can we do the very end one? How about you pick one and I'll pick one?
Okay.
The very end one, I'd like to do.
Okay,
and
I like
that blue
this
one.
one.
Is very nice.
And
okay.
The very end one.
That one.
Yep. Do you want to do this one now, and then we can go back to the other one?
Sure. Yep. Whatever.
Okay. 5 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Ready? Oh wait, hang on. Sorry. Okay. My timer's back. Okay. Go.
Okay. Think about this one.
Yeah, wow.
I just love those shapes. They're just so cool and
Mm,
flowy.
they are. Huh. Colour's amazing. I love colour.
Mm,
The wind's really picking up out there.
mm. It's come drop down here at least, thankfully, but it's just been ferocious, as you said before. The winds have just been so. Like I woke up, I've got getting over a. Well, actually, I had COVID a couple of weeks back, but I think I've still got like an ear thing happening,
Oh,
and like a bit of a block back in my sinus, back in near my ear somewhere. And I woke up one night, and the wind was going woo, 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 as it, and you could feel it hitting the house. And every time I did it, my ear was going. Oh, I could feel it like pressure on my ear.
yeah.
So that wasn't very much fun. Yeah, that was yeah. So the wind is yeah. And what's the thing about? Isn't it the thing about the worst time to be a teacher is a windy Friday afternoon? Isn't that the thing?
It
That
absolutely is. Actually,
yeah, because the kids knows that it's school to home time soon, and the wind is just yeah,
yeah, actually
totally
any day when it's windy,
yeah, winds people up. So
sure does.
it's
Any
interesting
day when
people are
it's
affected by
windy,
it.
it's hard.
Mm.
Next term is actually, well, next week is next term. It's going to be interesting
Yes.
because the kids are banned. It's like super, super windy. It's like every day. It's
Mm.
so windy here at the
Mm.
moment. And the kids are banned as of next term. They're banned from using their phones and allowed to bring their phones to school.
Right. Wow. That will be interesting.
Yeah, it will be.
Teething troubles there for sure.
It will be because there's no strategies in place for them. There's no, and they're addicted to their phones
Yeah. So do they use them like during class all time?
all the time.
Like when you're trying to teach them, they're like off doing whatever they're
Yep,
distracted by.
yep.
Oh. So they can't learn anything if that's the case, can they? How can they learn if they've got distracted by something on TikTok or
I know. I mean, sometimes the phones have been good, like in art, especially. They have been
mm,
good because there's not enough computers to say, okay, right, we
yes.
research this artist or this technique or
Yep.
whatever, so they use their phones. That's
Yep.
going to be tricky to not have them. Um,
Yes.
but so yeah, there's pluses and minuses, I guess.
Yes, that's true.
1 minute and 8.
Oh, I haven't gotten past the drawing.
No, no. Me either. And actually, I've just looked and seen, didn't even see these before. The beams of light. How gorgeous are they?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't even, that's why I'm sort of trying to get the shapes right
Yeah.
first and then
40 seconds.
okay, that comes down there.
All right. What colour? 26.
Right.
Oops. I'm starting to not like that timer.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is it tells you which ones are really worthwhile putting some time into later,
Yeah, it does.
because some you're quite happy to leave and others it's like, no.
Yep. Yeah, I'm finding I really want to tape my paper down. So that's something I will prepare for next week.
And
Whenever
maybe it's some sort of thing like bring some taped,
yeah.
like, although, yeah, I'll have to figure out how to do that. I haven't really done that much.
Well, I went to
Actually,
I'll show you what I did last week when I did hang on a sec. I'll show you two different things. These are I did a similar thing with Melissa Martin Art Hang Party. She has a YouTube channel, and these are
yeah, that's good.
yeah, these are 2 minutes, and I used painter's tape from the hardware shop, and I literally got a scalpel
Great idea.
and I cut it smaller. So I think I cut it into 4 strips because they're about an inch. The tape's about an inch
Right.
wide. I've taped it to a board, like just a wooden board, and it was great.
Oh.
And
Did you use like a placemat or something?
it's just I cut it from it's plywood. It's 7 mil, maybe 5 mil. I don't know. It's
And
thin.
is it watercolor paper? Watercolor paper?
I think it's watercolor paper. It could be mixed media paper that I used. I've got a whole lot of stacks of paper that I have. Oh, forgot about that. I'm being wet, and I've just cut them up. Oh, that was my swatch sheet. So yeah, it was.
So they are 6 little pieces of paper, or that's one big piece of paper which
one big piece of paper that I've just it's basically a piece of paper like A4 size. Oh,
right.
It's mixed media. It's Reeves Mixed Media paper. That's what it is.
Okay.
And I literally just taped them up so that I've got little squares, and they're all around about the same size, so that I can then cut them later. I haven't finished with these. I want to go back. These were just 2-minute watercolors, and then I want to go back over. I started this one here. It's probably very
nice. Yeah.
but I did a little bit of pencil over the top of it afterwards. And then
I like it.
having the taped down, having them tape the watercolor paper or the mixed media paper taped down, it stops it from curling at the edges.
Yep.
So it's been really handy. Otherwise, if I was doing it in a book, I can show you this one because this was another one of the 2-minute ones. I should probably show this on a big screen because I know people won't be able to see this. I can show you again if you like. And I've taken some of I used washi tape to tape the edges of the book. So this one's got washi tape. Oh, sorry,
that's a good idea too. So
yeah.
Then you get a nice little neat, whereas these will sort of go off the edge of the page and they're a bit sort of funny. So yeah, that's a good idea.
I liked it. I like the edges. Oh, like these ones are also
that's beautiful.
2-minute landscape ones. Yeah, it does. It really makes a difference having that border. Pages must have stuck together there or something. Yeah. So yeah, I liked it.
Good idea.
It's fun, actually. I like that little book. It's tiny, like 10 centimeters or something. Little tiny square book. Anyway.
I like it. Did you make that one or did you buy that one?
I bought this one. It's Talens Creations book. I glued a few things in. This is the book I'm using when I do other people's timed drawing books. I should just how about I stop my share for a sec? Oh no, I'll show you later. I should have probably done this at the end. Never mind. I'll show you that later. Because then we can make it bigger so you can see properly. Yeah, I'll tell you about that later.
All right, no worries.
Okay, we've got one more, haven't we? Our last one. That's this one. I like this one. It's very pretty.
Very cool.
Okay. 5 minutes?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Go. Oh, it's not quite the right pink. Hmm. 3 minutes. Whoops, that was not the color I was looking for. Oh well. 2 minutes 24. Wow. Yeah, it's really tricky trying to get this paint to move where you want it to.
Mm. I love the combination of paint and pencil though, like it's the drawing and the
Yeah.
onto as well as the color. Like that's just a really nice feel to it, sort of.
Yeah. I like timed drawings, but I really love painting slowly.
Mm.
I like looking at
This
what.
sort of get you started, sort of almost. What was a way of getting you?
Yeah. I think I need the slowy, the slow down thing, because
Yep.
I'm quite an anxious person,
Ah.
and this really helps me.
Very meditative almost.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Can like stop your brain thinking about all the other things that are
yeah,
stressful in life.
yeah.
Mm. Cool. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, same. This one's a nice painting to do.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Do you paint every day?
No, I've been I've had big gaps where I've hardly done anything.
Yeah.
I mean, lately I've been doing more Procreate stuff, so it's like still drawing, but it's on an iPad.
Yeah.
But like this is the first time I've done anything. No, that's not right. I did do a drawing on iPad, a pattern for this course I'm doing.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
So I've done a little bit, but I don't know. Some weeks it's just, yeah. I'm not very good at the right. You have to draw every day type thing. So, but I can see that it is very, very beneficial. And even if you don't feel like it, if you even at least still do something, that like I like to read, for instance, so I can spend a whole evening reading, you know, for 2 hours or something, and that to me is I love. I find that very relaxing.
Yeah.
So if I've had a very stressful week or there's stuff happening, or I find reading helps me to get off to sleep better and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried, you know, painting as a way of getting off to sleep, for instance. You know, if maybe I should.
Yeah. I sometimes I don't paint if I'm trying to sleep, because then I get so into the painting that I don't want to go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. It actually make mentally stimulating rather than.
Yeah. I've just been I'll listen to some podcast or something, or even a YouTube thing. What did I listen to last night? I think it was I just take my laptop into my bedroom, which I know you're not supposed to do, and I'll put something on that I'm interested in. I think it was a color swatch thing or some material review.
Oh, yes.
And I was asleep very quickly. Then it's funny because I'll fall asleep, but then I wake up and go, oh, I've got to turn the computer off.
Yep. Okay. So
I cheated a little bit.
Looks like
I paused.
Colored blobs, but anyway.
Yeah. I'm 21 seconds, but I cheated and I paused the timer.
You stopped the timer?
Paused it for a bit, but it's back on now.
Okay, fair enough.
That's naughty.
That's all right. You're the boss. That's all right. It gave us time to accomplish something a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah. Still didn't get it how I wanted it to, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well. But I like it. Yeah, I really like that much better. All right, I'm going to end the slideshow, and then I will find Zoom again so I can stop stop sharing. Okay, and there we go. And so do we want to have a share session? Where do you want to show you first?
If I could somehow take a photo and upload it somehow so that you get a better, because sometimes holding it up is not really.
I know, I haven't seen anyone else do that in Zoom though. I see people holding them up.
Okay.
I think that's why, yeah, I don't know. So when I do the art hang party with Melissa Martin, I'll send it to her Instagram, and then she brings her Instagram up, like a private message. So that's how you could send. We could try that. If I go back to screen share, how about you private message one at a time? It has to be one at a time. Oh, yeah, cool.
Oh, you have got it. Oh, excellent.
That's very cool.
How fun is that?
That's good. Oh no, that's not fire warning.
So
Sorry.
that's
That's my other phone.
the colours are quite pale, so but you get a bit of an idea.
Yeah, that's great.
So if I do hold it up,
Yep. So
where's the camera? So the colours are darker on the real one,
yep.
but
There.
yeah. But like you can see, you go back later on with other things and
Yes. Yeah. That's great. How do I? Okay, right. Oh, there's more. Okay. Oh, excellent. Okay, right.
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did 5. Yeah.
So to look at them. Oh, then I wonder how I can just. I think I just have to go unless I move this. Yeah, I just have to do one at a time. Oh, wow.
That's all good. Yeah.
So good to see how different people do different things.
Yeah. Well, that's got half of the other one on it, but you can see there.
Yeah.
That was that one with all those funny lines.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. That one's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love that one. That was good fun.
Wow.
But again, like, yeah, that's for some reason the photos are not very, the colors aren't very. That was the very first one we did, and I just went the paint just went everywhere.
I like that one. I like that one. It could be Zoom as well, possibly, maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I won't get that. So we'll have to be careful next time I'll make sure you've sent it before I look at them because we don't want to see the other messages.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
How will I do it? Okay, I'll stop the share. If I might just.
You could you send it to me? Will it still appear on your Instagram then? Yeah, because this is on my Instagram, like in my messages. I've sent it to you and it's in my messages.
Good, or I could just do this.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. That's really clear. That's beautiful. Yeah. Yep.
Remember
Even flat on the table is nice.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
that's
good. That's much easier.
Yeah. Yes.
That's the colourful seaweed, and obviously that one.
Yeah.
Then
I like them.
There's this one just got the background in. I didn't. That's one of the rocks. The rocks were at the back, and then there was the seaweed. I want to go over that. I might even use acrylic marker over the top of that, like some of the. I bought these. I've got Posca pens, but I brought.
Yes, I love them.
I bought a set of Tooli. Wait, hang on.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
They work out about $1 each, and they're acrylic markers.
What?
Yeah, they're
really
really
cheaper. Oh.
I bought them from Amazon. Tooli art.
Right.
They're really vivid. I really like them. I almost like the Poscas, actually.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
They're a set though. You can't buy them individually. So there's like maybe I can't remember. So I've got this set, like these colours. Sorry, and then these colours.
Oh, nice.
Pastels, and I've got others as well. So I might even use them. I'll show you a little. I've got some. I know I can show you on this paper. Oh wait, I haven't done any. Like they're really.
Oh, nice.
They're quite
lovely.
Rich.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, better than Poscas. Really like it. So I might go over. I might use them later on today.
Yes, great idea.
Well, maybe not today because I've got to go into town. And then on the back, those ones. Can't even remember what that one was.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
it's
of
funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But still, in themselves, they're beautiful, even by themselves, you know, like even if you don't remember what the original.
Yeah. I'll look at the photos again later and go over them. It's just nice. Some of this particular purple here, it's which is it, this one? A Daniel Smith watercolor paint called Rose of Ultramarine, and it has this. It just I don't know what the words. I can't remember what the colors separate sometimes, and Yeah, it just gives some really beautiful effects. I really like it. So we've looked at those, and then these two. Is that it? Two.
Oh yeah, they're lovely. Yeah.
Oh, and then those. I really like this one. This one might be my favorite one, actually. The two.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
Actually, these two, the two pink ones, are my favorites.
Yeah, lovely.
And that one, where I did the pencil
yes,
first.
the forest. Yes, yes. Yeah.
And the fans, but you couldn't, you can't tell that's fans.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, very good.
That was good. Thank you. That's the best.
No worries.
Yeah, that's been the highlight of my week. It's been the best, the most relaxed I've been.
That's good.
Sweet.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy. I like them. And if you do have the colours up, the photos up in some, what do you call it, folder somewhere, that'd be good. We could go back and reference them. And
yeah. So I mean, at the moment, because I don't have anything on page yet, I mean, I could just put the PDFs. Oh, well, I've got it on Pinterest, so you can have a look on Pinterest. But
yes,
because I've made a PowerPoint presentation already, because I have to make.
Yep.
Well, I could probably just do images, but I like it in PowerPoint because it's easy to use in Zoom, but also it's easier to convert to PDF and then upload that to the blog post.
Yep.
But I think when I do turn on the paid, I will only put that on the paid ones, like for people who are paid.
No, that makes sense. But on the freebie one, you just see if you happen to be there live, you get a chance to see it, but you don't. Yeah, that makes sense that if you pay more, you get more resources and access to them.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I did want to show you. And I'll do the spotlight thing again. I'll show you this little book.
I like that one.
It was really, oh, sorry, my internet, it's not letting me. Okay, here we go. So this book here, it's by Talens Creations. It's I can't remember how many. The papers, it's a creamy color. It handles watercolor fairly well. It's not watercolor paper, but it does handle mixed media paper quite well. I notice a lot of the illustrators are using them. So I thought I'm going to buy one. They were, I bought it from Jackson's online. They had a 20% sale. Their Australian shop was opening or something, I don't know. And it was only about $8 or something. And I just
really? Wow.
Yeah, it's probably gone up a bit more now. So I was just testing out, and I've glued.
So, what was the name again? Sorry.
It's called Jack. Oh, this is a Talens, Talens, Art Creations book. Art Creations sketchbook. They've got different sizes. I like this one because it's handy for, it's 10 centimeters, I think, around about.
Yeah.
12 centimeter square.
Very cute.
Yeah, it is cute. Timed drawings. So I had I just wanted to test it out, and I've used eco lines, Neocolors, gouache, watercolor, colored pencil, Posca markers, all of that sort of stuff. And now all of these are I've actually pasted a lot in. These are all timed drawings I've done with other people. These are the very first ones I've did, little 2-minute ones from the art hang party desserts. And I've glued these in. I wished I kind of hadn't have glued things I'd done on, I just did it on photocopy paper, I think. I don't know, something. It's just gone a bit thick, chunky. So I wish I hadn't glued in, but anyway. And some of the Patreon from, that's not Patreon. Then Melissa Martin Art. This is Sophie McPike. She's got a YouTube channel, and I've just done some of her replays on her YouTube channel, her live replays. They're all timed drawings. This one is Sarah Dyer's Patreon group, time drawings. And so I'm sort of keeping this I was keeping it for other people's. I think it is all other people's, actually. timed drawing things that I've been doing. So the different lighthouses there. Some of these are my own. I did these the other day.
That's lovely, yeah.
Yeah, I really liked this one. And that's watercolour, and then I went over it with pencil over the top. Same with this one. I did these from honestly, the drawings, the photos I was looking at were tiny. like really tiny. I could hardly see what I was looking at. So I'm quite glad it turned out how it did. These are 2-minute landscape paintings. Yeah, and you can see the benefit.
Yeah, how you're taking the border off. Yeah.
Yeah, taping the pages up with either washi tape, although I found that the painter's tape just from the hardware shop, painter's tape works the best.
Right.
Yeah, I have used some pieces twice. I don't really recommend it. It's best just to use fresh tape every time you do it.
Righto.
Yeah. Haven't finished taking that one off there.
You know how you see all those videos of people on Instagram and they take the tape off and
I know.
Well, that's wonderful, Sam. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to scoot. We've actually got someone coming to visit, so unfortunately they're a bit early.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, no, that's good. I should be going into town anyway, actually, so it's good. So thank you.
No worries. That's been great. I'm really, really happy. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Me too. Thank you. I'm so glad.
All these pages are pretties, you know, so it's good. We actually did something.
Yeah.
You know, you feel guilty about all these supplies piling up in the corner that you don't use. So
yeah.
It's very satisfying to have something done.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Very good.
Simone, I'm back at school next week, but I think I actually thought maybe Fridays would be good to do this. Like, you know how I was going to do Tuesdays? I think.
Oh, yes.
I was thinking about it. I think more people don't work on a Friday. Like, if people are working, they're more likely to have Friday off and might want to come. Like, I know a couple of people who don't work on Fridays who might want to come to this in the future when I'm ready to go more public. So yeah, maybe Friday mornings would be good.
Yep, no worries.
Do you want to do this again next week, or we'll just touch base with you and see how we go, or do something else? Or
well, how about we plan it for Friday, and if it doesn't work, if something else comes up, then something else comes up. I mean, it will be a school day for us too, so I will have to make sure Joey's occupied doing his stuff, or we just have a later start.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. So yeah, but let's plan it, and then if we can't, we can't. Rather than putting it off for a fortnight and then we have to put it off again or something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that sounds good. All right. Okay.
I'm happy to do that. Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for all your tips and your tricks and the Tooli art pens. I'm really interested in those.
Yeah, they're really good. Just go on Amazon at AU. That's where I got it from.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right.
Good. All right.
Enjoy
see you. Thank you. Thank you. And keep safe. Keep safe.
Yeah, I will. Packing the art supplies and the dog first. All right.
Fair enough. Yeah. All right. Take care. Thanks again.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Just got to figure out.
Find the button.
Yeah.
See ya.
Okay. See ya.